Okay, which one of you kids pulled the plug on my camera? It wasn't funny. Was that you, Dave? Freddie, was that you? Not funny. Well, okay, this is the second video because someone in my class pulled a prank, pulled the video, whatever. Okay, this is Jumpin' Jack Flash. This isn't to tell you where to put your fingers. You can go to Marty Schwartz and guys like that. They'll tell you where to put your fingers. This is how to rock out, how to play the rhythm part, how to play the more detailed parts, an explanation of the song. I wanted to say that there is no, I found out by extensive research, there is no riff, Jumpin' Jack Flash riff, because Keith plays it different every time. So it doesn't exist. The riff doesn't exist. You can play, approximately what he plays. So what does exist? What does exist is the rhythm part of it. So, that is something that's set in stone because Keith does play the rhythm the same way each time. Because you'll see him, you watch him play it, especially the later videos, he's going like this all the time. Back, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So you gotta do this. You gotta do this because this is what's gonna, you can't go like this. You can't go. Now you might see him do down strokes one time, but he's mainly going. And the reason why there is no riff and there's so many variations is because he'll go like this. He'll go. So I played it 4 different ways, but all you saw was this. So how do you do that? Well, you practice. You practice, and it has to do with, you can slow it down. It has to do with missing. You're doing this, but sometimes you miss. Sometimes you mute. Sometimes you miss. And the first hit is a muted hit. So you go, so it sounds cool if you do a muted hit. So that's practice. If you can do that, you do the mute while you're strumming. Excuse me, class. Demaya! Okay. Ring, mute, ring. Ring. So it's, that's the detail. Okay. The other detail is, many details, is you'll see Keith doing this all the time on stage. You think, oh, that's just Keith's dance. He's just doing that to be cool. He invented that dance. No. Keith is doing that so he can mute the top string, which is now the 5th string. It's down even farther. So to mute that string, you got to reach like this. Because you can't go. You can't do this. Sounds like crap. You gotta mute that top one when you go. So you go. So the way I think about it is every time I hit those 2 strings, there, I'm going to mute that top string at the same time. So every time I go to this move, I got to reach around and mute that. So it becomes like this. Get real closer. And you will see Keith do this on stage on the videos. I know, I saw it. And that's why he does this move with his arm. Because all the Stone songs are with these 5-string thing. They're all in open G and they're all 5 strings, yes. Every one of the songs that you like is an open G, 5 strings. Proof. Ha ha. I'm out of. I'll get here it goes. Here it goes. I'll do it. Yeah. I'll do it. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Now. And then I got the capo, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, all right, so back to this song. So the return. And watch my right hand going up and down all the time. Never stops going up and down, even when I do the other parts of the song. Remember, I haven't mastered this yet, but all these things are going to be great for my guitar playing. Now I stopped, but I'm still going. Now if you want to go, do that, go ahead. Now, how do you decide the pattern to go? Do I go up when I hit the A? Well, I decided to do it that way. You can do it either way you want, because Keith does it either way. And he does it, he reverses it sometimes, and he'll go. He'll go down, 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 down. I can't do it. Down, 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 down. But I think it sounds better if you go down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now I'm still going back and forth. I'm saying up and down when I hit the string. So I go up, and then I'm going to go down, hit nothing, and then. So that's what you got to practice. You go down, you go up, ghost hit. So like this. Up. A lot to remember. Mute, mute, mute. So mute the first one. It sounds cool when you mute it. Whoops. And reach around and mute. Keith does all this stuff. Yeah, you can get by without it. But why? It's a great song. We love it because he's doing all this stuff. And he's playing it different every time. So he goes. Obviously, go back and watch Marty Schwartz first before you practice this stuff, so you know where you're going to put your fingers and stuff, and how you're going to fret the stuff. But always up and down, and that mute. It goes like this slowly. So wow, up, ghost, wow. So down, mute, up, ghost. So that. Reach around to mute. Yep. These are super old strings. This still sounds cool because of the open tuning and the harmonics that it gives out. Keith talks about this. This is why they do it, because it just sounds so great. He likes to hit this type chord here. I don't know if he mutes the top. I don't think he does. He doesn't have to. But you have to mute the top string when you do it, because it sounds bad. So you gotta mute it. And you can see Keith doing it. Okay, have I beat that to death yet? All right, now for the chorus and all that stuff, if you want to be flashy, go ahead, but I don't care because the sound, that doesn't make the song. The song is made with what I just showed you. Keep playing it different every time, but always going up and down. And muting where you're supposed to with no, you don't want any bad strings going off. And here's the dang chorus. Now let me play it again. It's just simple. Up and down, still up and down, up and down. Did not stop going up and down the whole time, and that's how Keith does it. And that's how you're going to sound good, and that's how you're going to get that good rhythm part. Because Keith is an excellent rhythm guitar player, and he's got a drummer. Well, if you're out there alone with an acoustic, you have no drummer. And you don't want to sound like crap. You won't even know if you do. But you're going to unless you do this. Okay? And it's hard to do. Just keep practicing it. And if you learn all this stuff, you can use it for so many songs. The up-down motion,